What's that, Skip? Shauno's talking about Supercoach again. Let's go. G'day everybody, it's Shauno again, and I'm back with some more Supercoach content. Today we're going to be going through our round 12 review video, and so let's get straight into it and see how we did. So we got a score of 1,709, which is probably not that great, let's be honest. Round 12 rank 54,091, so that's not good at all. It is a little bit better than last week, but last week was an absolute disaster, so we're still thinking it's still not a great score, but we'll take it. Season rank, so we dropped another 1,601 places to make our overall rank 6,759. So, yep, another big drop. 2 weeks in a row, two big drops, so not great. We did win both our leagues, including the important league that we really care about, so that is a good thing. But let's go and see how our team did this week and where the issues were. Okay, so we going here to the back line. We had Sinclair got 113, not bad. Whitfield 116, not too bad. Bailey Dale didn't play. Zorko 66, very disappointing. Roberts 91, reasonable. It's kind of what we come to expect of him lately. Campbell Gray, that's 70, will take it as a key defender. He did very well. Glad we got him in. Just hope he holds his position this week. Those of you who went with the other rookie, the Kiefer, I believe from St Kilda, Kiefer, he did very well. So congratulations if you went with that rookie. In the midfield, these two guys didn't play. Midfield, Bond didn't play. Brayshaw got 123. Had him set up as my vice captain. Chose not to take it, which in the end was the wrong decision, but not by too much. So that's not the reason we had a bad game. Dacos 116, not bad at all. Rao 121, we got him in last week. He did what he was supposed to do, which was really good. Marich got a 60. Again, disappointing after his disappointing score last week. Dropped some cash and now has a massive break even. So we'll be getting back to him when it comes to the time to talk about trades. It possibly could be time to move him on. We'll see how we feel. Ashcroft 59 is not too bad. Lindsay 59 as well. I guess they're the rookies. They can do better than that, but they certainly weren't fails. Kako 52, which is actually pretty good for him. All our bench didn't play. Sherry also didn't play. Gorn got 110, who was my captain. As you can see, we would have got a little bit more if we kept going with the Brayshaw score, but I thought it was worth risking it, especially considering I knew I was going to win my league and there was no real risk that if I have a disaster, I could have lost my league. Bailey Smith 129, that's very nice. Wachaka 88, I mean, it's okay. It's not what we would like, but it's okay. He's had a few good rounds so far, so I can't really be too critical of him. Warner, 58. We knew it was going to be a roller coaster ride, and yeah, he's going to drop a few of these scores, and he was one of them, which was quite disappointing. Might have even been the lowest score that got knocked out. I think it was. So not even the rookie. Oh no, Kako's score would have gone missing too. Rankinine also very disappointing with a 62, especially considering how well Adelaide did. Toby Green, we bought Toby Green in as well last week. A 57 obviously wasn't what we were wanting. We know he can get over hundreds, but we also know he's going to put up these smaller scores as well. But we still worked out for us because we traded him from Caden Cleary. We had enough money to go straight from Caden Cleary to him, and Caden Cleary was the sub and got a less than 10. I think he got like a score of 8 or something like that. Sims with a 69, very nice. We like it, very good. Marshall 89 when he was up against Gawn. So the fact he got 89 against Gawn was reasonable. I'm certainly not going to give him too much of a hard time because of that. I think that's more than fine. So as you can see, there weren't any real disasters like we had last week, but no real huge scores either. And or a lot of we were predicted to get about 2,000, right up until Sunday, but the predictions were based on a lot of big scores from players. Would have been their real high ceiling scores. So could have been better, but wasn't a complete disaster. So as for who gets the king and the joker for the team this week, the king, I think we're going to give the king of the team to Bailey Smith. He got the highest score. Let's just give it to him. Carved up the Eagles quite a bit with a 129, and he's averaging 120 now. So I think he deserves to get the king. And the joker, I guess Chad Warner gets the joker. He's a primo. He got 58. These two rookies outscored him here. He only basically outscored more than Kako, which isn't hard to do, let's face it. So Chad Warner, he's going to get the joker for this week. Now, as for what we're thinking about for trades, so I think the big glaring issue in the team is Marich, and the reason is because we bought him in because he had that awesome back roll. He's taking all the kick-ins, doing the 1-2s and 1-2 handball kick to mark. But this week, if we look at DFS, he took 0 kick-ins, none. He played more of a wing role. I watched the game. It was much more of a wing role. It doesn't suit him that well. And I think unless they change him back to the old role, I don't think it's going to work. And considering he probably got put on the wing this week because there were about 8 clangers in his score last week, and they put Tyrell DeWare. Sorry, he is a forward, but he played in the back half, and he took most of the kickouts. Him and Liam Duggan. So I don't know if they're trying that out. There's going to be something every week, but it's just a bit scary for me. And off his 2 low scores, and he has a massive break even of 155. So even if he gets a 90, he's still going to go down 28k. If he gets a 60, he's going to go down more like 45k. So he's made us all this money. Looks like the role's changed. Is that role coming back? I don't know, but I think this might be, I don't want to waste a trade, but I think it might be a reasonable time to do a sideways trade and just to go straight, basically a straight sideways to, if we go to players we can afford, get the old filter going. Players I can afford. And I think it's a straight swap for Jai Cadwell. At least he's playing an inside midfielder. He cost literally like $900 more to get him in there. We don't have a lot of money to play with. So I think that... Sorry, we did click the old cancel button. I think that's what we're going to do. I think... I think that is going to give us the best chance of a reasonable score. We were hoping that Marich might be a keeper, but it just doesn't look like it. I mean, hopefully he gets that roll back, and if you keep him and he does, great for you. But I'm just a little bit scared that that's going to be his new permanent role, the role that we played him at when we first got him at the club. And then it's time to try and make some money. So I think there's couple of rookies. These 2 are the ones that really jump out. These 2 at the top here. You got Angus Clark and Luke Pedler. Angus Clark wasn't as good as his first game where he kicked the 3 goals, but he still had a pretty good game. And Essendon, actually their other rookie, Zach somebody, they're going to be here. Actually, was doing kind of well. Maybe in a couple of weeks' time, and they subbed him out, unfortunately, which was a bit disappointing. He actually was on a higher score than both the other rookies. So yeah, there's also, if you had picked the other St Kilda rookie, Kiefer, this guy here, Isaac Kiefer, he did very well, I believe. I think he got a big score. So he got a 64. That's not a big score, Shauno, but it is on the, for a rookie, it's okay. So if you went him, you were reasonably happy as well. So I think for us, though, we're going to go Angus Clark, and he's a defender. We don't want to really get rid of Carroll yet because he can still make some money. Cash cows, get him. Complete the trade. And then do we want to get Pedler as well? So considering the dead rookies we've got, I don't think it's terrible to want to get Pedler. If you're going for overall score and you need to try and get your team to full premium and you need that money, I'd say it's probably a good idea. If you're going for a league win like me, it's probably, back and forth whether you want to do it or not. But say we could do it and try and bank some more money. We're not going to be able to bank a lot, but we could bank, we could get rid of Huswaite, who's not playing, and then maybe we can shoot somebody up there into the midfield, and we could get Pedler. So that would give us 60 grand in the bank, and the plan would probably be that next week we're going to pray that there's like a 99 rookie. Maybe the Eagles might play their mid-season draft 99 rookie, or Essendon might try and play their, I don't know if they play the 99 ruck, it's not going to be very much helpful to me, but if they play a 99k rookie, get him on, maybe able to get him instead of someone like Kako, make like 110k, plus that 60k that we've got in the bank on top of that, and then move up Ashcroft to potentially someone like, hopefully, a Zach Butters, if Butters drops down in price. So that's the tentative plan in trades. I don't know if we need to trade do that Pedler trade. We can potentially just save that trade, but getting another rookie off, on the field who's actually playing seems reasonable. And and at least we'll make some money if we need to sell him a bit later on down the track. So that's a quick, I haven't looked too much into it. Guys, if you know that someone's coming back that's going to knock Pedler out of the team, please leave me a comment down below in the comments. And while you're there, you might as well hit that subscribe button and give me a like. Click that thumbs up. So I haven't done too much research into the rookies. Angus Clark, obviously we know a little bit after last week, but I don't know a lot about Pedler, and it looks like Kiefer might make you some money too. Maybe you could go there at 160-ish K he was. We're going to do a trade video, probably come out tomorrow, so we'll do a lot more in-depth research into them then, and so make sure you keep an eye out and check that video out. As for, let's set the team up, how it's going to be set up this week. Only St Kilda and Freo out this week, so most of us should have a pretty solid team. Just whoever we want here, basically, Gray or Sims or whoever we want, we can have. So we've pretty much got a full team except for the flex, and hopefully they will do okay. And vice captain, I think a good choice for me could potentially be Bontempelli for Thursday night, but I just really think it's worth me let's stick to the safe guns. Vice captain and captain. If one fails, hopefully the other one gets there. And by the way, Sherry plays the Eagles this week. He'll be up against Flynn, and I expect a slaughter. Over there in North's home ground. Oh no, it's actually not at North's home ground. This is one of their matches that they sold to make some money. It's going to be over here in Perth, down south in Mandurah, I think it is. Not at Optus Oval. It's at one of the country down south grounds. But I'd still expect Cherry to absolutely destroy Flynn. So I think a vice captain on him and a captain on Gawn, and then I'll just bring Boyd on since he's not playing, or make Marshall the captain if Sherry goes big, and if Sherry doesn't go big, we'll let Gawn have a go. Gawn is up against this week. Gawn plays. Who does Gawn play this week? He plays Collingwood, so Gawn against Darcy. So he should win, but Darcy's not too bad these days. So Cameron Darcy, that is. So he could do okay. So that's what we're thinking about in the way of our vice captain captains. Again, we'll probably go into that into more detail, probably in the trade video about what's best for the community. The same with the trades, who's the best to trade in, who's the best rookies, who's the best fallen primos and primos to get into your team this week. And that's for the whole community, not just for my team. I think that's about it, crew. I don't think we need to go through much more. Maybe have a quick look at my league. As I told you, I'm more concentrating on the leagues these days. So, especially now that we keep dropping 1,500 points a week, we're going to have to try and keep ourselves happy some way. And so we're in the top 4 in the league. We moved up with a win. It's very nice. We want to hopefully finish in that top 4 when the final starts, so we can get that. If we win the first week, we get to not play in the second week. So yep, we're right where we want to be. There is a few of us on 32 points though, which means that one loss that I could easily drop down to 7th or 8th position. So we're going to have to try and make sure we win these games through the bye rounds. And I think the buys are pretty good. This first one was a guaranteed win for me, just with how many players my opponent had out. The next few are going to be touch and go. It's going to be pretty even go, so I'm going to have to hope for a better performance out of my primos and my players in the next few games if I am going to win my league matches. Anyway, crew, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I really appreciate you watching. And if you're still watching now, if you hit that thumbs up and give me a subscribe and leave a comment, let me know how you did. How did your team score this week? And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day tomorrow, and I will speak to you all again soon. Take it away, Skip.